BDS Bruno.
You're right.
Welcome to Living Life Fast. Thanks for coming down today.
Thank you.
Something a little different for the channel today. I think this is probably, it's a bit of a sleeper, right?
It is, yeah. That's the intent it was built with.
116i BMW 1 Series.
Yeah.
Looking pretty stock from the exterior, apart from this Matt Lewis racing sticker. So you're a tuner?
Yeah.
You got a
BDS Performance.
BDS Performance,
yeah.
And you're known for working on E36 BMWs mainly?
BMW mostly.
So this is your Percy car?
It's my development car.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something I've done it as a development exercise. I started life as a 116 with 115 brake.
Mm-hmm.
I developed a few stages on it as a 116. We got it to 140 brake, but then oil pump failed once, conrod out of the block, and I just started from scratch, and I wanted to do something different. So it's now a 2-litre.
Bought it out, yeah?
It's stroked, 2-litre, yeah. Which is not hard to do on these, but I had quite a bit of work done on the block, not in terms of performance, but to improve reliability. So the biggest studs, some parts worked on the oil galleries. Then most of the work was really on the head. The head is very different from a standard head. Nothing from a standard head fits onto this one. Didn't want only the power, so it has 330 brakes, which are 330mm on the front. On the back it has 300mm brakes. Then it was a 5-speed originally. Now it has a 6-speed box.
Right.
Then it has a shorter ratio diff with an LSD on it, so to work better with the high RPM. Standard it revs 6.4, at the moment it's revving 7.8.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So this is something different, isn't it? Like nobody would have really done this ever, probably, would they?
No, I think it's safe to say that it's the most powerful 116i NA there is.
115 horsepower in stock form,
Yeah.
and this is running
217 at the moment.
217. Wow, that must be crazy.
And very close to the 170 foot-pounds of torque.
Wow.
So it's very torquey, and then it's torquey any RPM. Big torque is at 5.3, but then it stays very flat. That's the beauty of having the double vanos. I can put the cams anywhere I want in order to extract the most torque.
Yeah, and the cars, as you say, it's really subtle, but it's got a bit of aggression, like the rear.
Yeah. It was widened on the back, by 35mm per side, so not in total. I just wanted to have an OEM Plus look on it.
Yeah, I think you've got that, definitely. And you've got a standalone ECU?
Standalone ECU Master, black. I'm using TT injectors because I found they had the right size for my application, and they had a longer nozzle, which is very hard to find on a performance injector.
Right.
I'm running 3.5 bar of fuel pressure, so that gives me the fuel that I need.
You mapped it yourself?
Yeah, I do all the mapping, all the development. I know the engine, I know what it can take.
As a service you supply with your company as well?
Yeah, of course. We do standalone mapping. Normal mapping, not really our thing. We prefer just to stick to the standalones or to the cars we really know. It's just what we do. The car has spent already 14 hours on the rolling road and 6,000 miles of driving harsh on the road.
And you say you built this car for yourself, right? This ain't for
It's not it's not a product that I was like, I didn't develop it for sale. It's just to show to our customers and followers what we could do with the worst BMW engine, which is
sorry, any 116 owners watching.
Don't get me wrong, but it's the truth. It's like the car standard is really, it feels sorry for itself almost every time you go on the throttle. But the car has a very, very good chassis, and that's why I chose to work on it. Like with the power it has, I know it can take twice of this and still be alright with the power.
And stripped out rear.
Yeah, just no rear seats at the moment. I cannot fit rear seats I wanted on it, so there's no rear seats, because it's going to be converted into a race car within the next 3-4 months. I'm not really going to spend much time trying to make it.
Are you going to be racing it yourself?
Yes, it's a normal car to drive. It just feels very torquey compared to any other engine. It pulls from any gear, any RPM. You put your foot down and the car just goes. There's no wait for anything. It's instant. It's the beauty of NA, and like with having the twin vanos, it just makes it like that. The car is very linear. It works rather well.
All right, Bruno, should we hit the road?
Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah,
let's do it, man. So how long have you been doing the track stuff then?
Long time. In UK, I started in 2012 when the Radical SR1 Cup was created. That was the first race car I've done in UK, but I was recommended to the owner of the car by someone that knew my previous work back home. Yeah. Back home I used to build Porsche, I used to work with the RSRs. Well, came to UK, then I started, the cars I used to work on was BMW's Performance and stuff. And then it was 2 years later I started doing BMW race cars. Even on the Radical SR1, on our second year on the championship, the car I was working on won the championship.
Guys, this is proper uphill, this is. I'm really 116 flying up the hill. And what was the torque?
It's close to 170 foot-pounds. It's 168 foot-pounds. It's 5.3.
What are the weight of these?
1,300 kilos.
It's not bad, is it? No. Pretty light.
It's light for nowadays standards, for sure. But it's because it's a 4-quad. So the car doesn't gain actually any weight, which is a good thing with what I've done to it, because it's still the 116 engine.
So it was never a 2 litre, because obviously the BMs, they used to do like the 2.125.
But there is the 116 2 litre.
There is,
but
yeah.
it came later. This is a 2005 engine.
Is it expensive, like the work that you've had done on the car? Engine and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Development is very expensive.
Cheers. Okay, I see. Sounds like a Civic Type R, doesn't it? It revs up like a Type R, doesn't it?
I didn't know we had to turn. Can you tell it's not a standard 116?
Yeah, definitely. Brakes feel good as well, doesn't it? Almost feels front wheel drive, doesn't it?
I set it to have a lot of grip.
Jeez, yeah, Bruno is not playing games, man. Look how fun that is though, man.
It's scary. That's what I say. It's like
Bruno showing you how to drive your 116 out there. Did you mention clutch?
standard
Clutch.
just different flywheel.
Yeah, it feels tight, doesn't it?
No, it's not fully set as I usually set my cars, but
Yeah.
it's alright. For example, on the Hondas, you have one, you have to rev them to go.
Yeah.
This you don't need to rev. 4th gear, 4,000 RPM.
It has got a real Civic Type R kind of
It has
essence to it, man. Must be
because
just because of the
it likes to rev.
Yeah, you could never drive one of these in stock form like this. No way. It'd be like a Bolt, wouldn't it?
I can put it like with a standard map on it. Like I have a button here to
right,
switch
okay.
map,
Yeah?
and then you'll see what a standard one is like.
So that's standard now.
Yeah, I'm flat out. You just
That's flat. No way. That's stock.
that's with like a map.
Where did these guys come from, man? They're just. At least you do go to the racetrack and you build race cars.
Like,
yeah, you definitely got it in your blood, isn't it? Bit of a psycho at heart, yeah?
No, this car.
This guy can drive, man, honestly.
And this car is, you feel the car, it's there. It has the brakes, it has the engine. That's the thing, as I said, I'm not looking for a silly amount of power, otherwise I would just pick something else.
Yeah.
I wanted something that is an experience to drive.
Is this your daily at the moment, or?
I used it daily for a while, then because I'm doing more development into it, it doesn't work being a daily. Because like, I need to have other car to drive.
What's reliability been like?
Well, 14 hours of rolling road and 6,000 miles living like the way we just driven. Just to make things clear, this engine ran in for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes of being on the car, I got a video of it hitting the rev limit in 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th.
What about fuel? How's fuel been affected?
It's not bad because, as I said to you, because I got the double vanos, it doesn't lose the fuel economy that much, but I can still get 38 mpgs out of it.
Suspension feels good though, very compliant with the road,
Yeah,
but
I like
suppose
it.
this is going to change soon, right?
I like a car to be compliant,
Yeah.
so you can drive it on any weather condition. That's it, getting ready into race mode.
Wow, that clutch is very light, isn't it? Yeah, it's so free revving, isn't it, man, compared to like a turbo car. The steering wheel's got a nice bit of weight to it as well.
This car is made for drivers, people that like to drive. In here you hear the induction a lot more.
Right.
It's my first time in here.
Passenger seat, yeah? It's very smooth over the roads though, isn't it?
Yeah. As I said,
like you
I
say,
like
yeah.
the car to be
Yeah.
It handles well, it doesn't have a lot of body roll as you feel,
Yeah.
but it still is compliant.
Yeah. The This shifter's so high, man. The road's a bit busy today, man.
You're not revving it. Revving to 7.
You done it. You already done it, man. What more do I need to do? Yeah, guys, when I get into a car with an owner that drives the hell out of their car, what do I need to do?
Don't feel the car trying to run from under your feet. You can go flat out everywhere. The car never tries to be sneaky on you. It's
predictable all the time.
yes.
It's revs, isn't it? Literally, what, to 7.8, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's glued, isn't it? It's glued to the road.
Very planted.
That was nothing for the car.
No, you feel the car was doing it just like it's a cruise.
I like how the controls are nice and light. Yeah, man, the throttle's very responsive, isn't it? Let me feel the normal map quick. That is a sad map.
You had the one on
Nah, is that serious?
Yeah.
That is how they all stop.
Yeah. Look at the speed way it's going.
That is a joke. I was flat for time then.
You didn't need to brake into that corner.
You didn't need to, no?
No, you were braking, the car was smelling.
Yeah, it was more the car, innit, in front. I'm getting schooled right now, guys. There's a racing driver beside us. I'd hate to imagine what it'd be like to go back down to your town, jump on your Formula 1 track.
We have to do that on my Porsche.
Yeah, you got a few cars as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Bruno. Social media links, company, where...
BDS_performance on Instagram. Then we have a YouTube channel which is more focused on technical stuff and how to do certain things and presenting our development, which is BDS Performance on YouTube. Or I'm not really good with technology.
Well, I'll link everything in the description. And Bruno, thank you for coming down and showing me the car. Yeah, interesting. It's very interesting. Like, I suppose, yeah, you have given me the full experience, I reckon. You've given me a very good idea of what it's like. And yeah, impressive. It would have been brilliant to have been in a stock 116i back to back.
I was going to bring a stock 116
that would have been wicked,
this,
because then there would have been a lot more appreciation.
but I couldn't get a driver to bring the other car.
But if the power's to go by anything, wow, that's like night and day. Night and day, the performance. So yeah, guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.